There are a lot of Mickey Mouse games. Most people are familiar with Castle of Illusion, Mickey Mousecapade, or Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. For me, however, when I went to Tokyo, I found a game where Mickey Mouse goes to Tokyo Disneyland called Mickey no Tokyo Disneyland Daibouken, and it's quite good. I'm not 100% sure about the story, but it involves Mickey and friends going to Disneyland, people get lost, and Pete causes mischief. Pretty standard even for Mickey Mouse, but story isn't important anyway in this kind of game. How's the gameplay? Well, unlike most platformers starring the world's most famous mouse, this one has some puzzle elements to it. First of all, you don't attack by jumping on enemies. Both to attack and traverse, you use balloons. You have water balloons and gas balloons at your disposal, and the water balloons you can inflate and shoot at enemies to defeat them. You can also fill them up a lot and put them on the ground to use as a bounce pad similarly to Mickey Mouse 3 on Famicom. The gas balloons can be used to float with, and when you let go of the button you fly away in the direction you're holding with the D-pad, sort of like Rocket Knight Adventures. This can be used as an attack, but is mostly used to get to spots you couldn't otherwise, or hover over fire and so on. You start out in the Pirates of the Caribbean section of Disneyland, where you'll run into, sometimes literally, enemies hiding in treasure chests, and eventually find a treasure room. Then after a boss battle with Pete on a pirate ship, it's onto some kind of western area. I'm not entirely familiar with the structure of Disneyland, I have to admit. So, comparing this to Magical Quest, I think it's more fun and rewarding in general to use the balloons to solve problems and get through the game than it was just grabbing and throwing blocks around. The fun of this game lies in finding clever ways to get past obstacles and getting forward in general. I would say though that controlling Mickey feels pretty damn sluggish, especially compared to the other Mickey Mouse games on Super Nintendo. Patience is needed. There are a few other annoyances, like when you need to shoot a balloon quickly and there's a slight delay because it needs to be inflated to some degree before it will shoot. And sometimes you have to take balloon shoots of faith, which can lead to undesirable outcomes. The swimming controls aren't great either, but you can use the gas balloons to quickly get to the surface, so it evens out. There are infinite continues as far as I know, as well as a password system with 4 simple symbols. No grids or long texts here. Overall, I think this game is very good. I like the methodicalness of it, and having more emphasis put on problem solving than defeating enemies. The graphics are good, the music is nice, and it's just a pleasant experience, if you have the patience. For a game that I bought boxed for 100 yen, this is quite the value.